Hello and welcome back to our channel. So good to see you guys again. If you're new here and you'd like to learn more about us, go ahead and click that subscribe button and you can take a moment to check out some of our other videos. Today, we're going to share with you one of the most amazing journeys we have gotten to take in a long time. First, I wanted to show you a little bit of what we have to do to get Maui ready to leave the house. Although we're doing airway clearance here, and that is something we do multiple times in any given day, it's a little bit different today because we want to make sure we're on time to see our wonderful neurologist. This is the same wonderful provider that introduced us to the neurosurgeon that placed the device that you're looking at called a ventriculoperitoneal shunt. Also known as a VP shunt. Although Maui was already 9 months old when he had his shunt finally placed, I can't believe it's been more than 3 years since his last revision. Let's go ahead and get the car loaded up while we talk about why it took numerous surgeries to achieve the neurologic stability that we are so grateful for today. First, you're going to need to know a little bit about hydranencephaly, mainly that it's inoperable and untreatable by definition, meaning that our medical resources have not come up with a clear-cut and definitive way to intervene when it comes to this diagnosis. With the diagnosis of hydranencephaly, more often than not, also comes a very poor prognosis with no life expectation. It's because of this that platitudes and condolences are offered rather than options and treatment plans. But then along comes a child like mine that beats the odds and continues to thrive against all logic and medical explanation. Although many of my son's doctors are very close by and absolutely wonderful and supportive in every way that we need, we have several specialists that we have to go on a voyage to see, and it is well worth it because this is the skill level required to treat such a rare and unique situation like ours. It's because there is no recommended treatment for hydranencephaly that many providers are unwilling to offer the surgery or procedures that could potentially stabilize a child like Malachi. Unfortunately, as painful as it is to admit, we have to acknowledge that this is nothing more than neurologic stability, as there is still no known cure for hydranencephaly. Along with the very few brave hydranencephaly warriors that are out there, as well as those that have come before us, our babies are going to help change medical technology in order to continue to improve the outcome for children and families that face this devastating diagnosis. With continued success from kids like Maui, there is hope to find a cure in the future. And in the meantime, we hope to improve the quality of life in the special needs community for our hydranencephaly warriors. Sometimes it can be really hard to find where you fit in when you're living with the expectation of dying. And that is something that in just 4 short years has already changed so much I am so excited to see how much more it is going to continue to change in the future.
You ready, Mel?
Got it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to see Mally's neurologist, or his brain doctor. It was this doctor that referred us to the surgeon that was able to help us, despite the VP shunt not being an authorized or recommended treatment for hydranencephaly. However, because hydranencephaly is actually the rare and inoperable version of a more commonly known diagnosis called hydrocephalus, in which this is the recommended course of action, that's most likely why we've seen the amount of success we have. I want to take a moment to point out that the information provided is simply my own experience and the data and resources that I have gathered over the years. I learned about this diagnosis in 2017, and I have had 5 years to educate myself on what this means for my son and my family. We have had time to process the prognosis that devastated us at one point. Once that original expectation became so clearly inaccurate, we began to relax and just enjoy the ride. I'm so excited to share with you guys what his providers have to say about this as well. His 5th birthday this year, when originally the goal was 18 months. Yeah, it was. It was so crazy. I was in shock when we got a year after, because I think he was 9 months and 5 days when we met you guys. It's blue. That's my fault. I apologize. It was hairspray. No, it is blonde. It's blonde, but he's got some blue hairspray in there twice a day. And as scary as that medication initially was, I still have to say I'm completely blown away by how much it's changed everything. I haven't seen a seizure in him in years. He doesn't have, not the seizures that we saw on the EEG, nothing like that. So if he's having seizures, they're so minimal, it's not even noticeable. He's such a good man. Oh yeah, you showing off now?
His oxygen? Yeah, he's tolerated in his nose.
Yeah, you're right to see now. It's okay. Oh, it's fine. Look at you, handsome boy. He does. Everything I've ever seen.
He's the only face that I've ever seen.
I am really surprised.
And I really thought you were like, I'm like, yeah, she just doesn't want it in his nose. Like when I very first met you guys, and I was like, so you're really gonna do that because this is
seriously, he does. Personally, I am incredibly grateful for every one of his providers, especially such as this, that have taken such incredible care of my son over the years. And I would feel privileged to include you all in every single second and share with you all of the wonderful things that we are blessed to hear from them. However, it's very important that we maintain professionalism and respect the privacy of the doctors caring for my son. We are not able to share privileged information, obviously due to laws and regulations. We're lucky that we can capture a few moments to include you guys in what our life is and what this diagnosis means for us. This is just a glimpse of how we live with the terminal illness that he has. And this is why I cannot emphasize the importance enough of doing everything in my power to provide a quality of life to this little boy. He has worked so hard to get where he is and deserves every bit of the love and support that he's received. I hope you guys enjoyed our travels together today, and now I'm getting sister back to Maui so we can get some more of those amazing Maui smiles. Thanks so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again very, very soon.